2 Corinthians chapter 11, starting with verse 23. Are they servants of Christ? I'm talking like a madman. I'm a better one, with far more labors, many more imprisonments, far worse beatings, many times near death. Not to mention other things, there is the daily pressure on me, my concern for all the churches. Who is weak, and I am not weak? Who is made to stumble, and I do not burn with indignation? In this passage, Paul details a long list of physical hardships he endured: imprisonments, beatings, being shipwrecked, betrayal, and more. These are experiences that most of us will never go through and perhaps couldn't endure without losing our faith. Yet, after recounting these trials, Paul reveals what truly weighs on him more than anything else: his concern for the churches. Paul's overarching worry is not for his own safety or comfort, but for the spiritual well-being of the believers he serves. He writes that when others are weak, he feels it. When they stumble, he burns with indignation. Paul is so connected to the churches that their struggles feel like his own. His care for the churches outweighs even the harshest of his personal trials. This deep empathy, feeling the pains and struggles of others as if they were his own, is an attitude that we are called to imitate. Paul illustrates what it means to consider others more important than ourselves, as he encouraged believers to do in other letters. His example ultimately comes from Jesus himself, who looked after our well-being even as he suffered on the cross. Jesus, hanging on the cross, prayed for those who persecuted him. And as we serve others, may we strive to embody this mindset of putting others' needs before our own, just as Jesus did. This call to follow Jesus means walking in his footsteps, which leads us to lay down our lives in service to others, knowing that ultimately it leads to resurrection and eternal life. Let's take this example from Paul and from Jesus as a challenge to grow in empathy and concern for those around us, even in our own times of difficulty.